though the retrospective is just like what if everything that we have done since like the last meeting, and there was quite a bit. So stuff-wise, there was a lot of things. The last meeting was the 18th of 18th of 2021. So 6 weeks ago or so, and there was a lot of talks and announcements into like the staff channels. So it first started with Rain that wanted a social team, like to build up a social team. It didn't lead anywhere, mostly because there's not a lot of people who were like involved in socials at the time, and still not today, I feel like. So that's kind of waiting right now. After that, the world reworked happened. So I asked everyone to give me the new roles that they actually want to do. And I split up the NA and EU events host so we can manage the time zone easier. Mix did the guide channel for tutorials about everything. Basically, just a big a big list of what you need to do for everything. So that's really handy. Then Calibrate approached us. Calibrate approached Mix. We started a thread about this, mentioning if we should do it or not. It was mostly kind of hesitant at the beginning, which led to a presentation from Aiki. Oh, my cable. From Aiki, where it was in this world, and she mentioned like, well, what the goal of Calibrate was, etc. And it kind of reassured a lot of people, and also like a lot of people in the staff member were interested. So we actually said, okay, we'll do this, which led to almost 2 weeks after the initial approach to launch Stage Dancing, the channel, so where people can actually join in. We can validate them in the Calibrate Discord because it's a private Discord, and make them allowed to go on stage. So once again, people from the community, to be able to see the stage dancing, they need a few XP, so be level 2. And after that, they have access to it, and they can just join. And then there's VRDancing people who can validate them. But yeah. There was, thanks to Yinagi initiative, the first meeting about rule and enforcement meeting. So it's like it was a big brainstorming about what we should do in the rules, how to enforce them. So that was very productive. But in my opinion, it was very late because this issue was mentioned almost a month and a half before. Yinagi was waiting for people to step in. I was too. Eventually, it didn't really happen. We did the meeting. It was very productive. And after that, we did the rule enforcement changes. We tried to be partnered on Discord. It failed. That's about it. Then lately, we so Silent Mix and I manage our Twitch, so we can all have not Twitch, Twitter, so we can all have our tweet decks, and so we can just post from the VRDancing account whatever we each tweets about VRDancing related content. So, we are going live, or we are doing a dance session, or we are doing this and that and this and that. So that's like staff side. So this is all the announcement that happened during the last 6 weeks for staff. Yeah. Then there was the announcement that is given to the community going public. So we started by the announcement of the VRDancing API. So yeah, this was back when YouTube DL was dead still, and we needed to find a way to contour that. So thanks to Silent, mostly for providing the infrastructure, she was able to give us a very sturdy video player, which is very nice. And I've seen more and more people just going into the world just for that reason, because it is very reliable. And even when PowerPoint was dead, we were up, and like a lot of people made the switch that time. So yeah,
Now
big
it since the launch hit 4 terabytes of bandwidth served to the world.
Exactly, yeah, and through like all the continents and all, like, it's insane. Yeah, 4 terabytes, considering the fact like what a YouTube video, one YouTube video played, it was like 1 meg, not even.
It's like 20 to 40 megabyte.
20 megs, okay.
20 to 40 megs.
They are so well compressed, it's insane. So like the fact that it goes like that much is kind of wild. When you see the numbers, you realize how big VRDancing is, basically. But yeah. Then, so I don't know if you see, but I kept the staff announcement behind. So right after the meeting about rule enforcement, there was the actual rule enforcement update on the community. So yeah, it was basically a full Sunday of Mix, Silent, and I working on this, and all like kind of the rebranding as well to prepare for it. But it was finally done, and I feel like our rules right now are very solid. Then there was the VCAT poster announcement, because VCAT was going on, thanks to Mr. Switch again. The Calibrate going live, just as much as like the previous placement. So stage dancing, as I mentioned, everyone was able to get in, and a lot of people did, actually. A lot of people from EU went to Calibrate and dance there. Very exciting, and Calibrate team is very happy for that, and very thankful. I did receive again thanks for Aiki today. And then there was the rebranding, so part one. Why I'm saying part one is because, we have talked about in the first meeting. It's something that came back from the first meeting, actually. We wanted to get rid of all the sweats, booty, like kind of detach ourselves from fitness martial, because a lot of people from the community didn't feel like it was welcoming to them. Sweat session is like kind of gross. Booty is like, a bit sexualizing. I don't know. So we ditched a lot of things. We changed all the announcement, the introduction, so people like know what's better, like when they get in the Discord, who we are, because it was very old news. Like it was like things from January. So yeah, it needed that. Then on the map side of things, there was like quite a bit of updates. I put only the big updates, not the stability updates. So only it's like 2.1, not the 0, because there's like 2.1.1, 2.1.2, etc. There's like a lot of others. But 2.0 was when the VRDancing API that you see here on the back actually came live and public and by default in the world. So that was really dope. That's like one of the biggest updates. So that's why we went for 2.0. The VRDancing 2.1 with the Just Dance 2022 updates, thanks to Ice Maniac and Megumi that worked on the database. And at this point, Silent need to be here as well for any updates of the world. So she's also here for the world building part of things. The 2.2, it was the sleepover one for Silent's birthday. Mostly just goofy features. Very fun. I was not here, so I can't talk too much about it. 2.3 was, of course, the one from this week. So the audio update. So all the audio occlusions and quality of life improvements for that. So like Fatal can do cipher upstairs. So yeah, and like a few other like community, like for example nihilist radio. There you go. Next up, on the events, quite a bit as well. So as I said 6 weeks ago, so I mean I put 7 because it was right on the edge. Oh, someone disconnected.
I think it's
Mecca.
Mecca. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mecca. We don't
Yeah,
have like a
it's Mecca.
Mecca said he needed to go a bit early, so maybe he mentioned on Discord. I don't know. So a lot of things happened for the whole like beginning here, because it was the VRDancing API update. We were very concerned about this, so it didn't really much happen. There was 2 weekend kickoff from Megumi, and there was the Fatal and Ninja Next class about musicality, which was apparently a very big success. And also another big success, the STZ classes from Ayton that we recently started. So there's 2 of them already, and I'm guessing there's going to be another one this week. And a bunch of other events, so like different communities that reach out to us. So of course Does Bunny, IDS Cypher, Megumi when she was off duty, doing just a dance session, a stream, and 7 Drainik furry dance sessions. Quite a bit actually. There was a lot of sweat sessions as well. I mean dance session. So we had the one from Clear Rainbow, El Dark Frosts, Nihilists. We had Lizzie's, we had Scully's, we had Minsliff, and we had Chi yesterday.